Good morning from the East Garden, where a game of rounders is in full swing, having eaten a lot of cheese that I bought the other day. And then over here we have a farm which is currently running. And the weather's just about holding.
Welcome to another episode of Toby Stupid Vlog.
Hi, happy Sunday. It is the last weekend in August. Technically today's the 1st of September, so yesterday was the last day of August, and therefore it is the end of the summer holidays. Almost all kids go back to school this coming week. That means I get my gardens back. Yes. It's really busy today for exactly that reason. And I'm just passing through on my way down to Richmond to meet Crystal after her baby yoga. Next weekend we're going to be in Kent for our last sort of trip, just the two of us. I say just the two of us. There is a bump, and the bump is making herself felt. So she will be there as well, but she won't have any input beyond continuous wriggling. So yes, it'll be our last sort of holiday as a two, and the last trip before I go off to the US on the 11th. So yeah, it's 5 weeks on Tuesday is the due date. It's getting ever closer. So reality is very much set in, but you reach a point, if you've got kids you might know this, that like toward the end of a pregnancy where you're kind of over the pregnancy and you'd rather have all the joy and trouble that actually having the child with you brings. So I think we're very near that point. 1 times green gauge streusel. It's going in the oven. Afternoon. It doesn't really seem like August anymore because it's not, but it's a fair bit cooler. It's right, I'm wearing shorts today, and hindsight, it's not shorts weather. When the sun comes out it is, but as you can see there's not a lot of opportunity for the sun to come out, so that was an error of judgment. It was much more pleasant this morning, and now it's just clouding over. I have a conference call in about 10 minutes to talk about the American trip, which is like a week tomorrow. No, a week Wednesday. That's alarmingly close, seeing as I know very little about it. But then, much like last year rather. So yeah, hopefully there's some clarity will be provided. I'm not exactly counting my chickens on that one, if I'm honest. And that's about it for today. I'm meeting up with the former chair of the committee that I'm taking over to have a talk about it and a bit of a catch up since she left the board and whatnot. So that is what I'm doing this evening. And tomorrow, lucky me, I'm filming an award show. How special. It is baking though, so baking is cool. 1 conference call later, clear as mud. It's a bit frustrating, I'll be honest. Like with small projects, or if it's sort of, if you're doing little videos, 2-3 minutes, and you can run through them, you can do them multiple times basically until you get it right, then it doesn't have to be the clearest thing in the world, although it obviously helps. But when you're working on 1-hour TV programs, clarity is everything, because you need to decide whether you have the right shot or not, and whether you have the right audio or not. And that's very hard to decide if you don't know exactly what it is you're trying to do in more than just vagaries. So the precise nature of it makes it very hard to pack. Again, it's a transatlantic flight, haven't got unlimited storage, so I have to make a decision about what I'm taking or what I might need to hire, for example, if I haven't got it. So this is feeling very much like last year again, which I really was hoping it wouldn't. And yet here we are. And I'm the person that always says don't worry about the things you can't control. Here I am trying to control something I can't. It's annoying. I have to be a bit more zen maybe and just trust. But I'm afraid I'm a bit short on that. So, especially when it comes to clients. So I'm going to attempt some zen around the gardens. Good afternoon, it's Wednesday. I'm just doing a little stroll before I have to go to work tonight. I am working at Lancaster Gate Hotel, filming the Baking Industry Awards. Glamorous, always. And today I've been trying to arrange with a large department store a pram to be delivered before I go to America. Despite the fact that we gave them lots of months' notice. They have failed to pick a time that was one of the ones I told them we could do, and now they don't have any delivery slots before I leave the country. So very helpful, well done everybody. And I've tried to ring them 3 times and their hold line just rings and rings and rings for about 15 minutes each time. So that's not helpful. Hi there, happy Thursday. What have you missed? So I filmed an award show last night, as I mentioned. Sorry I didn't take any clips of it. I just there's just nothing to see. I mean, it's a big dark room with some poor coloured lighting, people drinking too much, and then a band and a DJ. It's, very unexciting. So that's what you've missed. And this morning I've been for a meeting about the American trip, which is slowly beginning to turn into something that I understand, which is good because we fly out in 6 days' time in the morning. So it's coming together slowly. I've got a couple of things to finish today. There's a bit of a squirrel party going on here. So one of them is the podcast, which I'm waiting for a single clip, and the other one is I've got to do this promo, which is of the program that we sort of made last year when I went to the States. I've got to make a short version to explain what it is to some studio execs. Anyway, and then tomorrow we go to Kent, and that'll be lovely. Oh man, I'm tired. And I have literally, I have almost no excuse, if I'm honest, because I don't have a baby yet, and I'm not the one that's actually physically pregnant. So, quite why I'm so tired, I don't know. I can only imagine it's having 3 evenings out in a row, and me not being as young as I think I am. So, tomorrow, as I said, we're travelling down to Kent, a place called Wittersham, which is, if you know Kent, somewhere between Tenterden, Rye and Hastings. If you draw a triangle with those 3, we're kind of in the middle. Looks lovely. Kent countryside, it's beautiful. It's pleasantly remote and far enough away to kind of not think about all the troubles of home, as it were. Good troubles still, but just having a lot of things on your mind when you're at home. So it'll be nice to have a couple of days away. And what it does mean is that next week's vlog is going to be mightily confused, because it will start in Kent, then it will be here, and then it will go via Miami to Costa Rica. Good morning. I'm going to, as they say in some parts, get my ears lengthened, or get a haircut, as you might more traditionally call it. Like so. Do still need to comb it though. Anyway, right, we need to go and get the car cleaned and hit the road. Welcome to Ightham Moat, which is this beautiful old building you can see. And when we get closer, you'll see it has a moat, which is cool. Yeah. Here's the main house. Here's the moat. As you can see, full moat. Look at that, isn't that stunning? And then this is the only Grade 1 listed doghouse, they believe, in the country. Amazing. Good selection of dahlias, as there was outside, and roses.
Isn't that curling stone?
Yes. There's a kitchen, has an enormous safe in it, which is quite something. There's all the room bells. Very modern bedroom compared to some of the other bits, recently refurbished. And you come into these old wood panelled corridors. Welcome to our weekend home. So, garden and pond is our amazing living kitchen shenanigans with eggs and crisps and whatnot, and a lot of little pots. It's very nice indeed. Let me just show you upstairs where the bedroom is. The bathroom's down there. If you come up here, it smells new, because it is kind of new. Check that out. Pretty cool, isn't it? And then here's the garden. We just went for a walk around. Here we are in Tenterden, a place that if you've heard of, it's because of Chapel Down wine, and you've seen the town name on the label. There's also a fairly good chance you've not heard of it. It's a lovely little town, and we've just had dinner here at the White Lion, and now we're heading back to I wouldn't call it a cottage. What would I call it? The lodge. Yes, it's a lodge. Hi there, it's me from the far distant future. Spoiler alert, there's a baby over there which you can't see. Keep watching, eventually a baby will appear in these vlogs. Probably not unexpected based upon what you've seen up to this point. But I've come back in time, especially to do a word of the week, because I'm about 8 weeks behind on the vlogs, personal best. And I've suddenly realised that I didn't do a word of the week when we went down to Kent. So we're going to do Manor House, which is an unusual one because it's one word in most of the languages. And the Manor House is the word of the week. We visited one earlier. We'll be visiting one again in the next vlog. So first of all, in German, the Manor House is das Herrenhaus. Das Herrenhaus. Literally the man house. Das Herrenhaus is manor house in German. And in Italian, it's Il Maniero. Il Maniero. That is manor house in Italian. So two slightly unusual words. I don't know when they'd come up in conversation, but there we go. That is manor house in German and Italian. That was this week's word of the week. Thank you for watching. We had a very nice meal, as you saw, in Tenterden. Join us next vlog as we continue our trip to Kent, and then I end up in Miami in Costa Rica.
Toby, stupid